Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to this new video. And in this video, what you're going to see me do is render Silas's armor. And yeah, this is for a pinup that I did not too long ago. This is my first piece of art for this new year, and I decided to do this piece because I needed to get back into the habit of drawing and inking and doing all that fun stuff. And I needed to do something with it without actually working on the pages that I have to do. I didn't want to get into the page and then not do my best art, so I decided to do a pinup instead, and then just start loosening up a little bit on the pinup. And then once I feel like I'm a little bit more confident with the inks, then I just go ahead and jump onto the pages. So yeah, that's why I decided to do this, and this is just pinup of Silas, and I'm rendering his armor. And yeah, so as you can see here, I'm working with the hatching lines, and I'm laying down the hatching lines respecting the light sources that I have. In this case, I'm working with two light sources. I have one coming from up above, which is the primary source, and then I have another one, in this case near Silas. Now I have a secondary light source that's coming from down below. So if you look at his arm guard on the right side of his arm, you'll see that there's like a big white area, like a big open empty white area, and that's to reflect the intense light that's coming from down below. And so I have to be careful with the way I render, because I want to respect both the light source from down below, and I also want to respect the light source that's naturally coming from up above. And so right now what I'm doing is going over the contours, which is the outer edge of the character. And I'm going over with a thick line because Silas in this case is pretty close to the camera. So I want to have him with a thicker line weight around the armor than anything else on the page. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm just taking another pass over the lines on the edge. And then once I do that, I'll start rendering that piece of armor. So here now I'm going to grab a pencil, if I'm not mistaken, and see what I do. Yeah, I'm recording over this. I already recorded this video, and I'm just commenting over it. And yeah, so here you can see, for example, I'm using this pencil to shade, or to put where I think the light source would hit this piece of armor. So I suspect that the intense light from below would hit the armor in that particular way. So once I draw that guiding line, then I go ahead and ink it, and then start rendering. There's something unique about the way that I ink, because I don't have like when I do the pencils, I don't pencil the rendering lines. I just pencil the lines that you see. Like for example, on the right side of the page is just simple lines. I just do that kind of line art with the pencils, and then I ink those, and then after I ink those, I erase the pencils, and then over the pencils I start rendering as I need to accordingly. Which it has ups and downs. The downside being that I don't know exactly how I have to crosshatch, or where I have to crosshatch, or how thick the line should be where I'm crosshatching, so that could tend to create a lot of mistakes. That's one big downside. But one positive thing that I can say is that using this kind of method for crosshatching, it allows me to be flexible with my light sources. So if I wanted to, I could have a light source to the left of the page or to the right of the page, and just completely render the character. And just render the character completely in a different way. So I have that flexibility to work with the rendering lines. So yeah, so in this case, I chose two light sources, one from up above and one from down below, just going in accordance with what I'm drawing around the character. And I picture them in a battle scene, so I'm drawing like a battle area with fire and stuff like that around them. So yes, I'm doing the cross hatching accordingly. I'm laying down the first layer of lines, and then I'm going to go back and cross hatch, go over those lines. And right now, actually, I'm doing the hatching that would correspond to the intense flames, or the intense light from down below. So I'm doing something, just putting down little lines, to see that there's a fade into that light source. And yes, I'm just moving the page around as I need to so I can be more comfortable with it. And then here is the cross hatching. There's the cross hatching. Yeah, normally with my rendering, it's like playing by ear, not just going off what I think will look good in that particular area of the page. And then I'm doing these skipping around like this so I can add texture and respecting always the shape of the object that I'm rendering. So yeah, and that's pretty much the process for the rest of the armor. I go over it and use the same thing, do the contour, then use guiding pencils, and then hatch. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. Please also consider subscribing to the channel, share the video out, and I'll be sure to put out more videos like this in the future. Thank you very much. Take care. And before you go, don't forget that I'm working on my own comic. It's called Ominous, and it starts with a 10-page preview with story and artwork by yours truly, featuring this sweet cover colored by the awesome Matt Yackey. So be sure to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on everything.